Hey there, Tooth Fairy. Welcome to today's show, where I want to just start by saying, it's the smack dab middle of summer. School starts next month, so I hope that you are making time to prioritize family time, whether it's taking a vacation, going outside in the sun, whatever it is that you like to do with your family. I hope that you're doing that for yourself. And on that, I actually just booked my ticket yesterday to Tucson because we're taking my daughter to college in 3 weeks, and we actually are staying for 5 days just to make a little vacation out of it. And my girlfriend's like, well, you've never been to Tucson. It's really pretty. Maybe you'll like it. I'm like, girl, it's August in Arizona. Nobody likes Arizona at that time. It's fucking 130 degrees. So anyways, enough about me. But today what I want to dive into is, last week I gave you some tangible takeaways on programming. So go ahead and listen to that if you haven't listened to that. But today I want to flip the script a little bit and talk about the secret sauce when it comes to actually achieving your fitness goals. So stay tuned because I'm diving right in with you.
Hey there! Welcome to the Lift for Longevity podcast, where our goal is to build our strongest, healthiest body. We all deserve to feel our best, but since we only get one body, we have to make sure to protect it by moving safely and with purpose to prevent pain, injury, and surgery. I'm your host, Brianne, and I'm a fit pro turned business owner and also a girl mom. I'm obsessed with educating and empowering dental pros on how to take care of their body by training efficiently and building the right muscles to prolong their career. I know you're tired of spending time working out but still dealing with annoying aches and pains, getting rid of your pain temporarily only to have it come right back just a few hours later, or feeling like you never have any energy. You wish there was a long-term solution to get rid of your pain for good. Well, I'm here to give you real-life, actionable steps that you can take today to get rid of your pain, say goodbye to quick fixes, and have energy to live a life that you love. So if you're ready to get stronger, enjoy your life outside the operatory, and have longevity in your career, grab yourself a high-protein snack and let's get to it.
So I'm excited to talk to you about this today because it's a common theme that I hear probably in 95% of clients that come to me, as well as something that I'm super passionate about, and that is accountability. Accountability is so important, not just in fitness, but in life. But fun statistic for you, mind-blowing statistic actually, when you hire a coach, you are 95% more likely to achieve your fitness goals. 95%. Holy shit. If that doesn't tell you to hire a coach, I don't know what does. But, I think just in general, for me having a podcast, I have a podcast editor. If I don't have an episode 1 week, she's like, where's my episode, right? That keeps me accountable. So there's just a lot of areas in life that we need that, especially in, let's say, our 6-month appointment, right? When I get my teeth cleaned, she's like, go ahead and schedule your next 6 months, right? Because I know I'm going to be there because I have an appointment, right? If I'm like, oh, I'll call later, I'm totally going to forget and probably put it off longer than I should, right? And so it's just important in all areas. But I think the biggest thing that my particular clients see is, it helps keep you motivated when you are keeping yourself accountable with somebody else, whether it's a partner, a coach, right? You can share your wins together. I actually have a community forum. It's kind of like a Facebook group just for my clients in my app. And it's basically every Wednesday we share our wins, right? And it's so cool to not only have accountability from me as their coach, but other teammates alongside you, right? Going on this journey with you. So that's super important. And then consistency, right? When you work with me, you know exactly what to do, or any coach, right? They're going to give you your program. You're going to know what to do, when to do it, what days you're doing what. And it takes the brain space out of it. You're not sitting there scrolling on Pinterest or YouTube trying to figure out what workouts to do. You know what to do, and it helps keep you consistent, right? The more consistent you are, it's easy to stay consistent, right? However, I'm going to flip the script. If you happen to fall off, that's something that I find with clients. I had a client who she did my first 3 months, and then she wanted to pause because her daughter was getting married and they were moving from Florida to Montana, and she had to get her license switched. So she just had a lot going on. She's like, give me a couple months and I'll come back to you. And then she waited and waited and waited, and she's like, I don't know why I haven't done anything since working with you. And I had an open, honest conversation with her. I didn't try and sell her into my program. I'm like, well, why do you think that is? What do you think your struggle is doing this on your own? I generally wanted to know. I said, what does your husband think, right? Let's brainstorm why this is. long story short, she paid in full. She signed up. I just, she's been working with me now for a couple months, and we've obviously met and been in contact, but I checked in again on her yesterday. She's like, everything's going wonderful, right? Like, it just is such a no-brainer to have somebody there to tell you what to do, to be in your back corner, whether you meet with them weekly, monthly, they're there. And especially for my clients too, like every week they know they have to send me their videos for feedback, right? And if they don't send them, I'm like, hey, where are you at, right? So that's another thing too. And like measuring progress, that's another thing that like, a coach can help, or you can even do this yourself, like writing it down in a journal or an app, wherever you're doing it. But like in my app in particular, I have a questionnaire that you fill out, you're rating your pain from 1 to 10, right? The beginning of the program and the end. So it's like so cool to see that quantitative number as a result, but also you're feeling better. That helps keep you motivated. And then the last thing is basically like on the app, you can track your weights, right? So you can see how you progress over, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, however long, 9 months, a year. And it's just super cool to like see your progress, right? Because it's like, it's exciting and it keeps that momentum going, right? And, it's just nice to have somebody there to always have to like piggyback stuff off of, right? And so if you're not into hiring a coach, like, coaches aren't for everybody. Like, I'm a big coach person, obviously. I just hired one myself, but, and sometimes even my clients will be like, well, I don't want to let you down, Brianne. I had a rough week. I'm like, that's okay. Like, just start back. Like, you're not letting me down. You're only letting yourself down, So I think just, again, having somebody in your corner that is rooting for you, right? You want to help yourself, but you also want to make them proud as well, of course. I'm like a proud mama always. But my tips for you, like to keep accountability is, again, like I said, if you want to hire a coach, great. Otherwise, grab like accountability partner. You can grab a coworker, your husband, whoever, right? But that's going to help you having someone to answer to. You're not going to come up with that like, oh, I'm tired after work, or, I have other things, my kids got this, right? You have it on your schedule, you have someone to answer to, you're going to adhere to it, right? So obviously, if we want to get the most out of our fitness journey and the most success, we have to make sure that we are accountable, right? Whether it's through ourselves or through somebody else, like I'm talking about. The other thing is like, write it down, right? You can literally use like an expo marker, like write it on your frickin' bathroom mirror so you see it every day, or just write it anywhere. Put a note in your phone, use it as your screensaver, like just so you have that reminder in your phone. And the other thing too is like, you just basically have to say it out loud, like kind of, don't shout it from the mountaintops or anything, but like you can, like literally I've seen people, they create an Instagram page, like my fat loss journey, like I'm documenting it. So for you all to see, and for myself, because I know that, I put it in the universe, like I can't fuck up, right? Because I'm only letting myself down and my followers now. Same thing, I did that with my podcast. I posted last July, June. I'm like, I'm launching a podcast July 1st. You better believe I launched this freaking podcast. Wow, it's been a year. I actually just realized that. Oh my gosh. So anyways, like I said, if you're not into hiring a coach, or if you're interested in wondering what it's like to work with a coach, you can always DM me. I'm happy to answer any questions for you, but just go out there, run, don't walk. This is the only time I'm going to tell you to do cardio, to go find yourself a workout buddy, an accountability partner, because I want you to be successful in your fitness journey, right? I want you to live a long, healthy life, live your best life, mentally and physically, and it all starts with having accountability. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got a takeaway from this episode, and if you did, would you be so kind to share it with another dental pro you think would benefit from it? I know you love learning, and chances are that they do too. Also, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, so go ahead and head over to the Lift for Longevity podcast page, or follow me at Built by Brianne. If you shoot me a message saying hello, I will personally respond because I love chatting with dental pros. Before you go, though, I want to let you know that I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope to chat soon. Until next time, stay strong.